Okay, today we are going to revise the ports. Then PS2 green, purple color port, we take it for the keyboard, and PS2 green color for the mouse. Okay, then after I explain, I will give you the revision paper again. Then VGA, visual graphic adapter, that is all technique which we use to connect monitors, or we can take projectors. Okay, but nowadays we are using HDMI cables, VDI earlier videos. HDMI cables now we are using. It is used to connect the television set instead of monitors, cables. So normally projectors. Okay, so mainly two types of ports are there to connect projectors and TVs, HDMI and the VGA port. Then if you are connecting a phone, we use the mini HDMI port. Then USB port, we can connect with the USB connections. It can be your digital camera or the scanner port. Okay, so those things we can connect with the USB port. Then RJ45 ports we are using to connect the networking cables. Internet cable, Ethernet cable we use it for connecting RJ. We use the RJ45 port to connect the Ethernet. Then eSAT SD card connecting port. Then SD audio port, HD definition, that means high quality audio port for the sound. And the important one is pink color port we use for the mic in. Then this is display port is old version. Then parallel port, I think I told you we use it for earlier printers. Okay, so the word which I am explaining, you should know. If I ask earlier days, if we connect the printer, that should be parallel port. Micro USB port needed to connect the mobile phone with the projector or printer or whatever device. If you are going to connect, we are using the micro USB port. SD card reader normally comes with the laptop to read it. Okay, so now you are familiar with that. So then I'll give you the question. So you should name the two types of ports which can be used to connect the projector or monitor to the computer. I need two names. Then second one, which type of port used to connect the keyboard, mouse in earlier days? That means all computers. Then third question, nowadays, which type of port is used to connect the keyboard and mouse to the computer? Fourth one, if you have a mobile phone and if you need to display the mobile screen to your monitor without using smart view, that means you are going to use the cables, then which type of port need to connect the mobile phone? Then next one, name the all type of port which used to connect the printer to the PC. Name the latest types of port which can be used to connect the printer or camera. Then name the ports which can be used to connect the internet cable to the PC. Seventh one. Then eighth one. If you are using SD card port, we use which port we use to read it. If you are using SD card, which port we are going to use, we are going to read it. Then ninth one, what are the colors of PS2 ports according to the keyboard and mouse? There are two questions there. Okay, I'll take the I need altogether 10 questions. So take the mouse as 9th and a keyboard as 9th one, then the mouse as 10th one. Okay, altogether 10 questions should be there. Shall we discuss the answers? Those who just joined, I think you may copy it. Okay, so name the two types of ports that can be used to connect the projector monitor to the computer. What are the ports? HDMI. Okay, VGA port. What is HDMI? You? What? DVI port for the all one. Did you write the HDMI? Just give the DVI monitor with the connection. Monitor. I asked monitor and the projector. So projectors are not going to connect with DVI nowadays. DVI is an old one. Okay. So don't take the old method. I just show you that. There should be HDMI. Take the answer as HDMI. DVI is okay. But since I have given the projector, it's better to take the HDMI. Those who have written the DVI, just write the HDMI. Okay, don't put the cross. Use the red pen and write the HDMI. Okay. Give 1 mark. VGA or whatever you have written, HDMI and that DVI also correct, but the best answer is HDMI. If you are ලියලා නැතිනම් DVI පරිදාන යන්න එපා. හැබැයි DVI වල mainly කතා කරන්නේ monitor display එක විතරයි. හරි රතු පෑනෙන් HDMI ලියන්න කොහොමවත් එක ලකුණයි දෙකෙන් එකක් හරි හරියනවා. හරි. Then which type of port is used to connect the keyboard and mouse in earlier days? PS2 HDMI ඉස්සර කාලේ පාවිච්චි කරේ නෑනේ පොතේ. Earlier days කියලා මට ගන්න ඕනේ PS2 එකට. ඊළඟට nowadays which type of port is used to connect the keyboard and mouse to the computer? Nowadays කියලා මම ගත්තේ USB port. Did you write the USB port that one? For both you wrote. Then for that can't give the wrong. Take the red pen and write PS2 here. And third one, write the HDMI. Sorry, USB. Third one, USB. Nowadays, which type of port using? We use the USB. PS2 for the earlier days. Nowadays, USB. මෙතන වරිදාන යන එපා. ඒ කියන්නේ ප්‍රවුන් කරලා ලියන්න PS2 කියලා. හරි? ඒක ලියවද? ආයෙ හරි. මෙතන USB. හරි අලුත් එකට. HDMI ආවේ පළවෙනි මේ 1 and 2 වලට. හරි? Okay, just check your answers. VGA, HDMI, PS2, and nowadays we are using the USB. Okay, so for each one, 1 mark. Okay, 1 mark. Here 1, then PS2 1 mark, USB 1 mark. Then we'll move to the next one. If you have a mobile phone, Which cable you are going to connect the mobile phone to the monitor? Micro USB port, we are going to use it. Okay, this one. Then name all type of port which used to connect the printer to the PC. Earlier days, which type of port we use? Yes. Earlier days. Parallel port. Then name the latest types of port which can be used to connect the printer or camera. Latest type. USB. Okay. Then name which port we use to connect the internet. RJ45. If you are using SD card, which port we use to read it? SD card reader. Are there any answers? ESATA, that's what I asked whether anyone written that ESATA. එහෙම වුණොත් එකට දෙන්න වෙනවා මේ රතු පෑනෙන් මේක ලියන්න. මම වරේ දාන්න බෑ ESATA. හරි මම කියලා දුන්නේ external storage පාවිච්චි කරන ESATA ගන්නවා. වැරදි නැහැ. ලිව්වා නම් අර ඉස්සෙල්ලා දැන් කියන්නේ වැරදි නැති ඒවට මම කියව ලකුණු දෙනවා හරි උත්තරෙත් ලියන්න කියලා. අන්න එහෙම එකක් අතට. ටෙක්නොලොජි එකේ කියන්නේ පරණ කාලේ පාවිච්චි කරේ ESATA. එහෙනම් හරි මේ රවුන්ඩ් කරලා හරි එක ලියන්න හැබැයි ලකුණත් වැටෙනවා. මොකද මේකේ ගොඩක් පරණ ටෙක්නොලොජිස් ටික විභාගයට අරන් දීලා තියෙනවා. Then what are the colors? මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් දෙන එකත් වැරදි. What are the colors which we use for the PS2? Now we are not going to use it. Purple color for what are the colors? Purple for keyboard. මම colors ටික දාලා දුන්නානේ. මේ බලන්න zoom කරන්නම්ම. Just look at. Okay. So purple. Then mouse green. Is it written there in the book? Part එක දීලා නැහැ නේ පොතේ. I wait, I'll just check and let you know. Okay, so you should be able to name this one A PS2, then B USB, C RJ45, D VGA, E parallel port. Okay. So VGA cable එක ගහන්නේ මෙන්න මේ port එකට. හරි. Parallel port එක fix වෙන්නේ මෙතන. මේ machine එකේ port එක fix වෙන තැන. Cable එක fix වෙන තැන. USB cable එක fix වෙන්නේ මෙතන. RJ45 fix වෙන්නේ මෙතන. VGA එක fix කරන තැන. හරි. බලන්න answers ටික හරිද කියලා. 5 marks. Then previous one 10 marks, altogether 15 marks.